To be honest with you, I've been asked many years to run for highway superintendent. And each time I just felt it wasn't the right time for me to pursue that job. The time has come. And I'm a firm believer that if people that can, they do. And with the skills and the experiences that I've over the years, I can bring that to the highway department. Born and raised on Sheller Island, and family is one of the original settlers of Sheller Island. So my roots do run very deep. They're over 300 years in this location. I learned a lot of the trades. My upbringing was that you had to be able to do many skills. My father owned a heavy construction business. In fact, the reason this is my beginnings right here in this location. The reason Bowditch Road is named is because my father built the road and then owned this land, and he started a sand pit or mining operation here on Sheller Island. Went to work for my family, did a lot of different things, from learning how to run equipment, and also had to, when you run equipment or you're in your own business, my father always believed that you had to become a mechanic and you had to become a welder, because there was nobody else to maintain it but yourself. Being a mechanic, I was a mechanic for 24 years, started my own business and built it up, an auto and truck repair business. I worked on everything from heavy equipment to large. It didn't matter what it was. I was happy to work on it and repair it for somebody, and it became something that was a great service for the community. Over the years, I've slowly sold off all my businesses and ended up now with the welding and doing the art.
Okay. You're a sculptor. Is that fair to say, a metal sculptor?
Yeah, there's a couple classifications now. They actually classify me as an outside artist, and I don't mean having art outside. It means outside the realm of the education. Everything I do has been self-taught. It comes natural for me, and it's been really rewarding, with winning 2 first-place awards this year, and sold, well, to be honest with you, this year, just now, over 30 pieces of sculptures and 217 pieces in 10 years. The highway superintendent himself has to know the jobs. You have to be able to know what it is like to be the laborer, the truck driver, the machine operator, the mechanic, and the welder. There's not one phase that I haven't touched, and by doing that, you're able to explain things to people, to your employees. You can save time because you have the years of experience knowing that, no, this doesn't work, but this does work. To be honest with you, this morning, yesterday, I was called up by the town super and asked for some information on the old town grader there. And I went down there this morning, I talked to the mechanic, and we discussed what had to be done, and I was very happy to do that. Well, one of the goals that I feel, or there's a couple goals that could be done. First thing is, it needs a lot more stronger leadership for the employees. The employees are all good guys. In fact, some of them very capable of doing many things. But the leadership is real weak down there, and I feel that I can bring strong leadership and knowledge to that area. The other thing is I feel there's also a lack of communication to the people of Sheller Island. I think it's the superintendent of highways today has to be more on task on explaining and talking to the people, and that doesn't mean talking at them, it means explaining. I feel a lot of the sides of the roads, the brush is way overgrown. There's a safety problem with that because of the walkers, the runners, the bicyclists, the cars and the trucks. When you have brush in the road, you got blind spots. Also, our town landings. Many of the town landings, you don't even know they're a town landing anymore. a lot of buildings in the departments now, in the Public Works Department itself. Many of them, what I've seen from the outside, need some attention. Evaluation of every building has to be done, and that would be one of the top priorities for me, because maintenance is important. Because if you let it go too far, it's going to cost the taxpayers too much money.
How about assessing the landfill operation? Anything to say about that?
Actually, that's doing very well. As I've looked at the budget, they actually are making a profit, roughly about $166,000, which is really great. I think that can even be a bigger increase, but they also need certain equipment. I see two things that need to be done. Right away, they need a structure there to protect the equipment that they have, because we have lots of money laying out there, hundreds and thousands of dollars sitting outdoors and letting the weather destroy it. There is going to always be newer equipment that comes up that do a better job. There's always the equipment that you have that wears out that you have to replace, and that's pretty much what I mean by that. There will be more equipment, and that's just a fact of life on that.
What about overall staffing for the highway department? Do you see a need for more, or what's your view?
No, I don't. From the outside looking in, no, I don't. But I will automatically tell you, right again, once I'm inside and analyze everything, then you find out exactly what you need. Their snow removal overall is very good. Also, any emergency, Irene, we just got a little bit of it. But I'm going to tell you, all honesty, the men came, did their job, and they did it well. I love Shelter Island, and I love the people of Shelter Island. So the history, I have the experience, as I've said before, of running from being a laborer to a truck driver to a machine operator to a mechanic to being the boss. I've covered all the areas. So I feel that I'm well qualified for the job. And of course, the little sideline is that I have creativity. So we can figure out any problem. There's not one problem we can't figure out.